Hello, sports fan. This is Steven here with Sports Choice Plus and bring you a very special breakdown. I'm going to be covering the Boston Celtics need their 2 stars. Before I get right into that, I'm going to make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so you can know all the updates and all the breakdowns. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Looking at Boston and how they're struggling as their season starts, they're 1-3. Yes, their superstar Jaylen Brown is making essentially a splash points-wise with 29 points per game. And you're looking at Jason Tatum being on the mend. You don't know when he's coming back. But we've never seen this set of Boston Celtics in this way that they are now. When you're thinking about as talented as they've been in the past couple of years, not only winning the NBA title, but getting back to the finals, they've always been a deep team. No matter if it's Peyton Pritchard, no matter if it's Derek White, no matter if it's Porzingis, no matter if it's Jason Tatum, they've always had names on the roster. The coaching staff has always had no trouble coaching names. But now that those names are no longer there, it's very prevalent that Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown need each other. No matter if it's just for a short stint, no matter if it's for a playoff run, the Boston Celtics are not the same unit without those two guys. Having a big and having a little that can essentially give you a two-man punch is essentially what you need in the NBA, especially on the East. Now, on the West, you may need a little bit more in the West, but with the East, going up against Giannis, going up against the Knicks, going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers, going up against the bigger teams in the East, you're going to need firepower. Now that they've been injured, now that they've sold off a lot of their salaries, now that there's no longer Al Horford there or Porzingis, and they had to crunch that money, they're not the same Celtics team. Teams are not fearing them anymore. You see the blowout losses. They're scoring 100 points, but they're getting 100-plus points scored on them too. They're not defending well. They're not shooting well. They're taking a high volume amount of threes and they're hitting a certain amount, but they're not really putting pressure on teams like we've seen them in the past. When Jason Tatum comes back, it may be hell to pay. But until then, they're going to be everybody's homecoming game every night. It doesn't look good for the Boston Celtics as it is, but you have to think about this. They may have to get their asses kicked all season long. And this may be because Jason Tatum's out. But the money that they spent on this team, the money that they spent on this roster is not going to be worth it. You have a season where you're not going anywhere, you're not winning anything, and you're not making the playoffs possibly. So it kind of makes sense to tank. If I was you, I would literally find what's the best core I could use, trade away some of these pieces, get a better draft pick so we can be better next year. I wouldn't let Jason Tatum come back this season. I would protect that investment and then possibly look at how I can improve this team with a trade or either in the draft. All you Boston Celtics fans that have been spoiled for years of great basketball, it's going to suck for a little bit. But ultimately, when Jason Tatum's come back, it's going to be hell to pay. When he gets to getting those double-doubles, when he gets to putting the ball on the court, it's going to be hell to pay. With that being said, what do you think the Boston Celtics should do? Get in the comment section below. Definitely check out Sports Choice Plus. We'll see you on the next episode.